Hey everyone, welcome back to Take It Apart channel, and today I've got something really good for you. Guys, today I have a mug, and we're going to take it apart. But this isn't just any mug. In case you had any questions, if this is sitting on your shelf in your kitchen, you're like, I wonder what that guy is. They made it pretty obvious. It's a self-stirring mug. However, this poor guy ended up putting through the dishwasher. It's not like I ever used the dishwasher myself, but one of my family members did, and now my self-stirring mug, it no stir. So guys, it just is what it is. So today we're gonna go ahead and take it apart. We're gonna see maybe what's going on with it, and I highly doubt that it's fixable in the first place, but if it is, right? Then we're good. Now, since this guy here got taken through the dishwasher, the switch itself feels good. That's always the sus area, the switch. But since I can get in and physically touch the stirring mechanism and it doesn't want to spin very easily, that's where we're going to start. So the bottom comes off. It's just a quarter turn, unscrews, and we are in the bottom of our self-stirring mug. Now I do see a little bit of corrosion here on these contacts, as what you'd expect if an electrical device goes through a dishwasher. It's got just two number 2 Phillips screws on the bottom. Then we pull the bottom pan off and hopefully we get some answers. Now, I have no high hopes for this mug whatsoever because, in my opinion, an object like this is normally garbage. All right, okay, well, let's take a look. So those 2 screws drop the inner casing from the outer casing, and we are in like Flynn. All right, there it is. There's the motor, which means we got to be really careful. And I wonder if I can pull off the stir. Yep, I can. All right. It's not like it's that quality of a product. So, all right. Oh, cool. That made it so much easier. Okay, so I pulled off the stir, and then I was able to depress the motor and its gasket down through the bottom of the cup. Good stuff. And darn it, you can see you had 2. Wow, that is so cheaply made. So I've got some 90-degree. I gotta get a 90-degree driver in there to get those guys out, and then I've got my 2 wires that go to the switch. But that's not my object in question. This motor right here is the sus. So I'll tell you what, let's see if we can open up the motor. This is going to be a brushed motor. And all I'm doing, see these little tabs at the top? I'm just bending them back a little bit. Just enough that I can pull the motor rotor out. There we go. Just like that. And I got one more tab right here. So we got to be really careful when we pull these guys out because the brushes can get damaged quite easily. Okay, and I already feel that it wants to move. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. So this motor right here, come on, focus. Take a look at the corrosion. That is not a good sign. Now, I do have to be careful with the corrosion on this guy. This is basically a non-fix. let's just treat it like it's a non-fix. I'm hoping that if I can smack the rotor. Oh wait, actually, would you believe it that little bit of knocking right there just freed it up, and now I can spin the rotor a little bit. Hold on. I have an idea. What if I hook this guy up to a high-speed unit and we spin it? Let's go ahead. Let's do the basics. Put a drop of lubricant inside it. Wow. World of difference, guys. World of difference. Gosh darn it. I bet you it's going to work now. Okay. Well, the rotor is now spinning beautifully. And all I got to do, you can see right here on the gasket, the silicone seal, it's got to get cleaned up. And the motor goes through that. It's not damaged, so that's salvageable. The motor, believe it or not, is going to clean up quite well. And I think we've got a bunch of debris in here, and part of that is old corrosion. If we clean that up and we put some vinegar on these contacts right here and clean those up, this mug will probably be good to go. I'm going to try that out in just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I have the supplies I need to make this happen. All right, get the moisture off my brush, and let's see, let me get a spatula. Okay, so I got a spatula. I don't need this guy anymore. And the motor, I don't need this motor to open up anymore because I was able to solve the problem. So I'm just bending it back over so it doesn't open up. All right, so it'll hold the motor. We're motor spinning good. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to clean the motor shaft right here, and we're going to do that with some rubbing alcohol. This is really strong stuff. Okay, so that's just the first step, is the alcohol. So we have a little bit of lubrication inside the motor, and alcohol is just going to clean it up a little bit. I got some rubbing alcohol for those contacts. So let's go ahead and clean those off. There we go. Beauty. Okay. Let's see. Clean the bottom of the impeller. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pack this guy right here. So this is the old gland that acted as a seal. And I have here some food grade grease. And this stuff is going to act as a stop for the fluids from getting down to the motor. At the same time, it's going to be a lubricant. Okay. I'm going to pack this guy absolutely full, because there's no reason not to. There we go. Okay, so we've got this guy here. The motor fits up inside it like so. Wipe away the excess. And then this guy is going to press up into the bottom of the cup like so. There we go. You can see it kind of fit up in the bottom like that. Now the interesting thing is this motor is completely being held in by the bottom case. So that is something I wasn't expecting. You can see, get these two slots right here where the posts sit inside. Oh, got to route that wire correctly. I don't want the wires to be underneath it. Come here. Okay. So it was just like that. And oddly enough, that is what puts tension on the motor and on the gland nut. So we packed that gland completely full. Oh, shoot. Why didn't you guys tell me? I ain't going nowhere. Let's put this guy together correctly, right? Okay. Is there an indexing mark? Nope. So it's just a friction fit. Definitely not the most quality build. Okay. Then we just line it up to make sure that the seam is even all the way around. Kind of should fit in a groove, I suspect. Okay. And you can see right here, the wires are just kind of loose. So I'm gonna release a little bit of pressure and just tuck them in so that they're not being pinched. There we go. That's it. Believe it or not, this thing is not that technical. All right. Okay. There we go. So what I was just doing is I was going backwards, and that helps me find the old thread, and then you thread it forward in the old thread, because if you cut new threads, the standoff post you're going to make weaker, believe it or not. Yep, there. So I go backwards until you hear a little thump, and then that tells you now your screw or your fastener has found the old thread. And we're tight. Yes. I've got this impeller right here. Got to fit down inside it, and I believe my hands are going to be too big. I'm going to use some of these forceps to help me get it down in there. And a final push to seat it. Beauty. Man, that's going to work fine. That's going to work absolutely fine. Okay, folks. Now that we've got all that taken care of, let's go ahead and get some AA batteries, and I'll be right back. We'll try it out. All right, folks, my bad. It is AAA batteries. So we got two AAA batteries. Let's place them in. Beauty. Put the bottom cover on. Look at that. How awesome is that? That's my self-stirring mug. Now the only thing, it's a momentary switch. I guess it's, that way there you're not burning through the batteries. I would have liked this to have some sort of timing mechanism. Whatever. Okay, so final check is to add some liquid to it and see if I get water all over my desk, because what good's a mug if it doesn't hold liquids, right? Here we go. Here's the big test. Let's do it. Woo! And that, folks, that is the repair of a self-stirring mug. Well, folks, stay tuned. I've got several other teardowns that I'm going to be doing for you. I've got them lined up. I'm going to start working on those probably today. Thanks for watching, guys.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below with what you'd like to see in future videos.